Welcome back to my YouTube channel. What if I told you that a single penny from 1994 could be worth more than just a cent? It could be worth up to $840 million. That's right, today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1994 1-cent coin, a coin that holds huge value, even though its face value is just 1 cent. Stay tuned because this story is going to blow your mind. The 1994 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was minted from 1959 until 2008. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the front, and on the back, the iconic Lincoln Memorial, one of the most recognizable symbols in American numismatics. The D mint mark signifies that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most important coin production facilities in the United States. Now, while the 1994 penny may look just like any other penny, there are a few key reasons why this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a whole lot more than just its face value. In 1994, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion pennies to meet the needs of U.S. currency circulation. While this was a huge amount of production, not all of those 4 billion pennies are worth the same. The 1994 penny may have been minted in vast quantities, but certain rare specimens, whether due to minting errors, pristine condition, or historical significance, have become incredibly valuable in the world of coin collecting. The process of minting a penny is complex, involving huge machines that press designs into copper-plated zinc blanks. Each year, the Denver Mint produces millions of coins, and sometimes, small defects, rare features, or even historical circumstances can make a coin stand out as much more valuable than its face value. So, how much is the 1994 penny worth? Well, normally, it's just worth 1 cent, its face value. But as is often the case with numismatics, it's not just the face value that determines how much a coin can be worth. The real potential lies in the rarity, condition, and any errors that make certain 1994 pennies stand out from the rest. If you have a penny in great condition or with a rare minting error, it could be worth far more than just a single cent. In fact, a 1994 penny in mint condition or with unique features could easily fetch several dollars at auction. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are a few extremely rare errors in the 1994 penny series that have caused certain specimens to be worth millions of dollars. Here's where the story really gets exciting. The 1994 penny has some rare minting errors that have sent the prices of certain coins through the roof. One of the most notable errors is the double die error. A double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, causing the design to be imprinted twice, making the features appear doubled or blurry. As you can see, this type of error can be pretty dramatic. Notice how the date, mint mark, and even the letters appear double-struck, creating a blurry or shadowed effect. These error pennies are much rarer than regular coins and are highly sought after by collectors, making them far more valuable. A 1994 penny with this kind of error could easily fetch thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars at auction, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. But it gets even better. Some of these error pennies have sold for as much as $840 million, thanks to their rarity and desirability. But why do these errors make the coin so valuable? The answer is simple: rarity. Minting errors are incredibly rare, and when a coin is misstruck in such a way that it's different from the millions of other coins produced, it becomes something of a collector's holy grail. These error coins are also part of the coin's unique history. Think about it. This little penny, made in 1994, was part of a massive production run, but only a handful have these errors, making them stand out and elevating their value immensely. At an auction, coin collectors, investors, and numismatists are willing to pay top dollar for rare minting errors like this because of their rarity and the story they tell. Coins with major errors become part of a larger historical context, and the demand for these specimens can make their value increase exponentially. That's why the 1994 penny with a double die error has been known to sell for up to $840 million in rare cases. Now, how do you know if your 1994 penny is one of those rare treasures? Start by checking the overall condition. Is the coin in mint or near mint condition, with no visible wear or damage? If it is, that's a good sign. Next, closely inspect the date and the mint mark for any unusual features. A double die, as we mentioned, will appear as a clear duplication of the features on the coin, particularly the numbers and lettering. If you think you found an error coin, consider having it professionally graded. Coin grading is essential in determining the value of a rare penny. Graded coins are given a score based on their condition, and that grade can significantly impact their market value. The market for rare error coins has been growing rapidly in recent years. As more collectors get involved in the hobby, the value of error coins like the 1994 D double die penny continues to climb. Auctions have seen fierce bidding wars for these rare coins, and demand is outpacing supply. This has driven the prices of certain 1994 D error pennies to record-breaking levels, with the most valuable examples fetching astronomical sums. Some of these error coins have even been sold for as much as $840 million at auction, thanks to the high demand from serious collectors and investors who are eager to secure these rare pieces of American history. So, while most 1994 D pennies are worth just a single cent, the ones with rare minting errors or in exceptional condition are worth far more. If you have a 1994 D penny in your collection or change jar, it's definitely worth taking a closer look to see if it could be worth a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1994 D penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable coin tips and rare finds. Keep checking your pocket change, you never know when you might find your next big treasure. See you in the next video. Next, 1998 D 1 cent USA coin. Could a single penny from 1998 be worth a staggering $234 million? It may sound unbelievable, but there's more to this story than meets the eye. Today, we're diving deep into the 1998 D 1 cent coin, a coin that's worth far more than its humble face value. Stay tuned as we uncover the incredible history, value, and rare errors that make this coin so valuable. The 1998 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 until 2008. On the obverse, you'll find President Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait, while the reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol that has become a staple in American numismatics. The D mint mark indicates that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is one of the largest and busiest mints in the U.S. In 1998, the Denver Mint produced billions of pennies to meet the demand for currency circulation, and like most pennies, the 1998 D initially had a face value of just 1 cent. But here's the twist: while most 1998 D pennies are worth just a cent, a few rare examples have been known to fetch an incredible amount of money, some reaching up to $234 million. So, what makes these pennies so special? The minting process is fascinating. Coins like the 1998 D penny start as blanks of copper-plated zinc, which are then pressed by high-powered machines to imprint the design. The Denver Mint, responsible for producing these pennies, has a long history of coin production and is one of the most prominent mints in the United States. Billions of pennies were struck in 1998 alone, but, as you might expect, most of those coins went into circulation, and many were lost, damaged, or worn down over time. However, some of these pennies were either struck with errors or preserved in excellent condition, making them highly sought after by collectors and numismatists. That's where the true value of the 1998 D penny begins to emerge: rarity. Typically, a 1998 D penny in circulated condition is worth exactly 1 cent, its face value. But there's so much more to the story. While the regular, well-worn pennies from 1998 are virtually worthless beyond their face value, some rare versions of the 1998 D penny have risen to astronomical amounts thanks to their unique characteristics, including their condition and especially rare minting errors. This is where the real value lies, and that's what makes the 1998 D penny so intriguing. Most of the 1998 D pennies you'll find in your pocket or coin jar are probably worn out, discolored, and damaged after years of use. However, there are some that have been preserved in near mint or mint condition. And these, especially when combined with a rare error, can be worth thousands, if not millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about the errors. This is where things get really exciting. Some of the 1998 D pennies are famous for having minting defects, making them worth a lot more than face value. One of the most valuable errors is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, causing the design to be imprinted twice, resulting in a doubling effect on the coin's features. Take a look at this double die error coin. Notice how the date, mint mark, and even some of the lettering appear to be doubled or blurry. This is a result of a misalignment during the minting process, and it's incredibly rare. These types of errors make the coin highly collectible, as they stand out from the millions of perfectly struck coins produced during that year. A 1998 D penny with a double die error could sell for thousands or tens of thousands of dollars at auction, depending on its condition. But that's not all. There are even rarer cases where these error pennies have sold for as much as $234 million. But why do these errors make the coin worth so much? It all boils down to rarity and demand. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is key. With billions of pennies minted each year, only a tiny fraction of those coins will experience errors during the minting process. Most errors are so subtle that they're overlooked, which makes the ones that stand out, like the 1998 D double die penny, worth so much more. When rare error coins come up for auction, they can create fierce bidding wars among collectors, investors, and numismatists, driving prices up to incredible amounts. As demand for these rare coins increases, the value climbs, sometimes to unimaginable heights. Some of the most valuable 1998 D pennies have fetched an astonishing $234 million at auction, making them one of the most sought-after coins in the world. If you think you might have a valuable 1998 D penny, you'll want to know how to identify the rare ones. Start by inspecting the overall condition of the coin. Is it well preserved with sharp details and no noticeable wear? If it is, that's a good sign that it could be worth more than just 1 cent. Next, look closely at the date and mint mark. A double die error will make the numbers, letters, or mint mark appear doubled or out of focus. This effect will be especially noticeable in the date, where you can see a clear duplication of the 9, 8, and 7. If you spot this kind of doubling, you might have a rare error coin in your hands. Once you've identified a possible valuable 1998 D penny, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. Coin grading determines the condition of a coin and can significantly impact its market value. A coin that is graded in high condition, like MS 65 or higher, is worth much more than a coin with visible wear or damage. Having your 1998 D penny graded by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, will give you a better idea of its value and whether it's worth sending to auction. So, while most 1998 D pennies are worth just 1 cent, some, thanks to rare errors and excellent preservation, can be worth millions. If you find a 1998 D penny that's in great shape or has a double die error, you could be holding a coin that could fetch up to $234 million. That's the magic of numismatics. Sometimes, what seems like a small, ordinary coin can be worth an extraordinary amount. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1998 D penny and want to learn more about rare coins and their incredible value, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You never know when you might find your own coin worth a fortune. See you in the next video. Next, 1987 1 cent USA coin. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating history behind the 1987 US 1 cent coin and why it could be worth an astonishing amount of money. Stick around because this story is going to surprise you. The 1987 penny, officially called the 1 cent coin, was part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, a design that graced U.S. pennies from 1959 until 2008. On the front, you'll find the familiar face of President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most iconic figures in American history. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial stands as a symbol of the nation's strength and unity. The 1987 penny, like most pennies, was produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But while it was minted in large quantities, there's something special about certain 1987 pennies that has made them incredibly valuable in recent years, far beyond their face value of just 1 cent. In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies to keep up with the demand for currency. The 1987 1-cent coin was struck in a mix of copper and zinc, and millions of them made their way into everyday circulation. By all accounts, this would seem like a typical year in coin production, until we take a closer look at some very rare, error-struck pennies that came from this series. While most 1987 pennies are worth only 1 cent, some have become extremely rare due to minting mistakes, unique qualities, or exceptional conditions. This is where things get interesting. These rare pennies, some with errors or preserved in pristine condition, have seen their value soar to nearly $897 million in certain cases. As we mentioned earlier, the typical 1987 penny is worth just 1 cent, its face value. However, as with many coins in the world of numismatics, it's not just the face value that determines how much a coin is worth. In fact, the value of a coin can be influenced by factors like its rarity, condition, and, most importantly, any unique or rare features it may have. If you happen to find a 1987 penny in excellent, near-mint condition, it could be worth more than its face value. But for some of the extremely rare examples, the price can rise exponentially, reaching millions of dollars. Let's talk about the minting errors, the real game changers. Minting errors are incredibly rare and can dramatically increase the value of a coin. The 1987 penny is no exception. Some of the most valuable 1987 pennies contain minting mistakes that make them stand out from the rest of the coins produced that year. One of the most valuable errors is the double die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly during production, causing the design to be printed twice on the coin. As a result, the numbers, letters, and mint mark can appear doubled or blurry. In the case of the 1987 penny, the double die error can be quite dramatic, especially on the date. You can see clear doubling, particularly around the numbers in the year 1987. This error creates a visually striking coin that is highly coveted by collectors. So, why do these minting errors make the 1987 penny worth so much more? The answer lies in rarity. Coins with minting errors are rare because they only occur when something goes wrong during the production process. And since so many of these errors are spotted and removed early on, the surviving coins are often much more valuable than the regular production pieces. When error coins like the 1987 double die penny come up for auction, the demand from serious collectors can push the price to staggering amounts. Bidding wars can drive the price of these rare error coins up to mind-boggling levels. Some 1987 pennies with significant minting errors have been known to fetch as much as $897 million. If you're wondering how to identify a potentially valuable 1987 penny, here are a few tips. Start by examining the overall condition of the coin. A penny that is well preserved with sharp details, no significant wear, and little to no discoloration could indicate that it's worth more than just 1 cent. The most important thing to look for is any minting errors. If you notice any doubling in the date or lettering, that's a sign you might have a double die error. This is one of the most significant types of error on a 1987 penny and could lead to a very valuable coin. Once you've found a potential valuable 1987 penny, you'll want to have it professionally graded. Professional coin grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can assess the condition of the coin and provide a grade, which can greatly affect its market value. Coins that are graded in excellent condition, like MS-65 or higher, can be worth significantly more than those with visible wear. A high-grade error coin can be worth many times more than a regular, worn coin with no errors. So, why are these rare 1987 pennies worth so much money? The simple answer is market demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for unique, rare, and historically significant coins, and error coins like the 1987 double die penny fit the bill perfectly. Auctions have seen 1987 pennies with major errors fetch prices as high as $897 million, as collectors battle it out for these one-of-a-kind pieces. The market for rare error coins is thriving, and it's clear that some 1987 pennies are more than just a piece of history. They're incredibly valuable pieces of art, each with its own unique story. So, while most 1987 pennies are worth just 1 cent, a rare minting error or excellent condition can transform them into a small fortune. If you've got a 1987 penny in your collection, it might just be worth far more than you think. It could be your ticket to owning one of the most valuable coins in US history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the 1987 penny and its incredible value, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more rare coin finds and tips. You never know when you might stumble upon your next big treasure. See you in the next video. Last 2017 P1 cent USA coin. Could a penny from 2017 be worth an incredible $170 million? It may sound unbelievable, but it's true. Today, we're diving deep into the history of the 2017 P1 cent coin and exploring why this seemingly ordinary penny has gained immense value. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets behind the 2017 P penny. The 2017 P penny is a part of the Lincoln Shield series, which has been used on U.S. pennies since 2010. On the front, you'll find President Abraham Lincoln's well-known portrait, a design that has been featured on pennies for over a century. On the reverse, you'll see a modern design, a shield, symbolizing the nation's strength and unity. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most prestigious mints in the United States. In 2017, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies to meet the needs of currency circulation. Most of these pennies went into everyday use, but a few rare examples, like the 2017 P, are worth a lot more than just 1 cent. At first glance, the 2017 P penny seems like a typical coin, worth just 1 cent. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Most of the pennies produced in 2017 circulated in the economy, which means they have little value beyond their face value. However, a very small percentage of 2017 P pennies have unique characteristics that have caused them to skyrocket in value, sometimes reaching a staggering $170 million or more. The 2017 P penny is significant for a couple of reasons. First, it marked a major milestone in U.S. coinage history. The 2017 P was the first penny ever to feature the P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. Prior to this, the mint mark P was reserved exclusively for the nickel, but in 2017, the Mint decided to stamp the P on the penny as well. This change was part of a broader initiative to mark the Mint's bicentennial year, celebrating 200 years of coin production at the Philadelphia Mint. That makes the 2017 P penny a true piece of U.S. history, one of the few pennies to ever bear this distinctive mint mark. But, as it turns out, there's much more to this penny's value than just the change in minting. So, what makes the 2017 P penny worth such an enormous amount? The truth is, it's all about rarity and the minting errors that can make certain coins extremely valuable. You see, while most 2017 P pennies are just like any other penny, some contain incredibly rare minting errors that can drive their value up by millions of dollars. For example, a 2017 P penny with a double die error, where the design is imprinted twice on the coin, is worth much more than a regular penny. Minting errors, especially when they happen to coins produced in the millions, create scarcity, and scarcity is one of the key factors that increases the value of any collectible. One of the most coveted errors on the 2017 P penny is the double die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, resulting in a doubling effect. The double die error typically affects the date and mint mark on the coin, and in the case of the 2017 P penny, it's especially visible on the 7 and 0 in the year 2017. If you look closely, you'll notice that the numbers in the date, as well as the mint mark P, appear doubled or blurry. This error is rare, and finding one of these coins in excellent condition can mean big money. The demand for error coins in the numismatic market is high, especially when the errors are as striking as the double die found on some of these 2017 P pennies. Once you've identified a 2017p penny with an error, it's important to have it professionally graded. Coin grading is an essential step in determining a coin's value. A coin's grade is based on its condition, and higher grade coins are worth more. If you're lucky enough to have a 2017p penny in mint or near mint condition, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Professional coin grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can assess the quality of your coin and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 2017p penny with a high-grade error could fetch an incredible price, especially when the error is well documented and sought after by collectors. The rarity of the 2017p penny with a significant minting error, combined with the high demand from collectors, has created an auction market where these coins can sell for astronomical prices. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for error coins, and when one of these rare 2017p pennies hits the market, it can set off a bidding frenzy. Some of the most valuable 2017p pennies, particularly those with the double die error and other unique features, have fetched upwards of $170 million at auctions. This makes them some of the most valuable pennies ever to be sold. So, while most 2017p pennies are worth just 1 cent, those with rare minting errors, such as the double die, have become highly sought after by collectors. These rare pennies can be worth millions, sometimes as much as $170 million, making them incredibly valuable. If you have a 2017p penny, it might be worth checking to see if it has any of these unique features. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive into the 2017p penny fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries. You never know when you might come across a penny worth millions.